Hi everybody. As a pastor, you run into all kinds of different scenarios all the time. You plan and prepare for those situations. Actually, some of us went to school, went to seminary, gone to seminars to be prepared. Here's a question that I've been asked, and I've failed at many times answering it. And here's a question. But first, it always happens in this kind of environment. Say you're at Starbucks, McDonald's, someplace you often frequent. And so you build a relationship with somebody, and here comes the question. So what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a pastor. Okay, the awkward moment there, and usually happens, and they go, okay, well, what? And then they ask the next question. Well, what does a pastor do? In the past, I've gotten all flustered and says, well, I preach, I can marry people, I can do funerals, teach Sunday school lessons, I go visit people in the hospital. And at this point, you're just like, oh, I'm not answering this question very well, and you hopefully have another conversation to describe yourself better. Now, how should we answer this question? I have an answer now, and I'll answer it this way from here on out. And so the question gets asked, well, you're a pastor. Well, what do you do as a pastor? And you should say this. Well, there's this guy named Jesus. He's the Son of God. And he sacrificed himself on the cross for your sins and actually everybody's sins. Would you like to know more about this guy named Jesus? Because, to be honest, pastors, that's our job, is to point people to Jesus. We can do that in our preaching, in marrying people, and burying people. What we do is to point people to Jesus. So next time that question gets asked of you, gets asked of me, hopefully that'll be your answer. And hopefully I remember to do it too, because that should be my answer.